I think the single most common thing that motivates these small business owners is they want to take care of themselves and their families. I mean, we have conversations all the time that start out, it's about wanting to contribute to the community, or it's about living out a tradition in the family, or it's, I love the business. But at the end of the day, when all of the business talk falls away, the only thing that people talk about is wanting to live a better life.
And let me tell you how good Axion is at what they do. The repayment rate on the loans is over 95%. That means that over 95% of the recipients used the money successfully to grow their business. That's pretty cool.
What we do in our work here is helping people. It's like that saying, you give somebody a fish, they eat for a day. You teach somebody how to fish, they eat for a lifetime. Well, what we do in our work in economic development is help people buy the pond in which they fish. So they're able to own something now and then be able to create something and have a legacy for the future, for the next generation.
Finally. Yeah.
We had a pretty nice retirement fund, so that was the base of what was going to happen for this. But, you know, we also went the traditional route. We asked the banks, you know, if we can get a line of credit, do anything, and they didn't laugh at us, but basically they were like, no, it's just one of those things that people don't like to lend to new restaurants in particular. And so they are actually, our bank, they steered us towards Axion. And that basically was the amount of money that we needed to open the place. I mean, we had the patio built, we had all the equipment, we had everything we could do, but we needed to buy all the food, all of the, you know, paper supplies, and that was exactly what we used that money for.
So my company do is, we are mobile, we go into different clinics, wherever the clinic, they don't have the service in the office, and they have a patient, and they want to be scanned in the office, so we come into the office and we do the job. We're doing free work for people that don't have insurance over here, and we don't charge any money because you never know who's going to help you later. The loan for Axion is coming in the right time, in the right moment, just in a couple days when I was looking for, like I say, in 10 days, they process everything and they gave me the loan. I say I was in shock, so I can believe it.
My son actually told me, he's 23, and you know, he doesn't give me a lot of compliments, but he did say one nice thing. He goes, Mom, you know, I gotta hand it to you, starting your own business, especially at your age. It's really great. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. I feel Axion is a very important resource for the community. I mean, I don't know how else I would have got a $2,000 loan at the time. Wasn't working. I had no big income. I just, you know, it's just a stroke of luck that I found them. I mean, it's a great organization. I get the word out. Like I said, I get the word out whenever I can about them.
Okay, so what's the opposite of yes?
No.
Yes?
No.
Up?
Our focus was to give back to the community. We knew that the scores were low at the elementary schools, and we wanted to get involved, I say from the infant stage, so daycare was perfect.
We wanted to make sure that the center, that the business was coming out right, and that the community understood that we were not going to be a typical daycare, that we were going to be a learning center, and that we were going to concentrate on making sure that all kids that came through our system was ready for school when it was time for them to go to school. I've got a hold of Axion, and they also was help funded. So totally we invested pretty close to $100,000 to get started, and it's been one of the best investments we've ever made.
What could be more important when the economy is moving very slowly? And history tells us that small businesses, after each serious depression or recession, has been the engine that's gotten the economy going again. What could be more important than working with people who want to succeed?
I personally would like to thank Axion.
I would just like to thank Axion.
I would like to thank you for the opportunity and believe it.
We're super grateful to have companies that allow us that ability to get started and move forward. Something that they just didn't even give us a huge amount of money, but that is the catalyst that pushed us forward to successful business. And now we're adding to the community, we're providing jobs, you know, we're expanding, that which would be even more jobs. It's just, you know, a full circle effect.
The biggest thing is that I want to say to them is to say thank you for believing in what we're doing, and hopefully that we can continue to do business together to make a difference, to make a change.